Okay, so we're going to open up the text version. Here's the text version that we just created. And as you can see, it's just a whole bunch of words all together, a whole bunch of ASCII characters, and it's very, very difficult to read. So what you have to do now is to make it easier to read. Okay, so we're going to, let's see, move this section down here. Okay. Now, to make it easier to read, a lot of times I like to add lines using ASCII characters. My rule of thumb is to never use more than 65 characters in a line. So you do have to count the first time, but then you can just copy and paste. So I'm going to use the equal sign because I think it makes a fancy looking line. And I'm going to count out 65 characters. Okay, so now when I want that line, I can just copy and paste from it. Okay, now I'm going to add some white space in various places to make this resume easier to read. Oh. Make sure everything appears as it should. I'm going to put another line down here to separate the profile section from the regular part of the resume. Sometimes you have to remove tab spaces, like that. Now to make this easier to work with, I'm going to word wrap it, format word wrap. Okay, so this makes it rather, as you can see, with word wrap unchecked, it's just really long lines. But with word wrap, it makes it a little easier to read. Oops, and we need to go back in here and add some more white space. Okay, makes it a little easier to read and work with. This takes a few minutes, but you only have to do it once and you save the file, and then you just keep copying and pasting directly from that file. We're almost done. To go through the whole thing and just kind of be patient and clean it up so that it's easier to read. Let's see, this is a new company, so we're going to put 2 lines there to differentiate it a little bit. You can see sometimes when you do the conversion from Microsoft Word to ASCII, in this particular case, it replaced the bullets with asterisks, which is good. In some cases, it will not, and you'll have to change. It will put in some funny-looking character, and you'll have to change them to asterisks so that they represent bullets. In this particular case, I had some sort of bullet between here, and it changed it, and I don't want that in there, so I'm going to take that out. Whoops. There. Let's see, let's put a line in here since we're separating, finished with a section and starting a new one, the education section. And then this information here is just extra text characters from the header and footer, so you can take those out. Because there is no header and footer on a plain ASCII text resume. Okay, so you come up and you save it. Now as you can see, what I've done is I've added some lines and some white space here and there to make the resume easier to read, even though it's just plain unformatted text. And sometimes, for some reason, the lines that you put in don't stick, and you kind of have to go through and just double check and make sure they're there and put them back in there if they're missing. There's a few of them missing here, so I'm going to do that. Alright, and that time they all stuck. So that looks good. It's as easy to read as possible. Now you want to unword wrap it again. Okay, File, Save. Alright, now we're going to quickly, very, very quickly, do the same thing with the cover letter to go with this. So here's a Microsoft Word document. We're going into, let's do it this way. File, Save As. Now we're going to save it as a text document. Allow character substitution, and OK. Now we're going to close it, and we're going to reopen it. There it is, right there. And let's see. Let's take this out. We don't need this. Of course, you would fill in the actual name, address, and things like that here. Let's quickly look at it on word wrap and make sure everything looks as it should. The word resume has accents in it. And in ASCII, in text systems, and sometimes on the internet as well, HTML, the accent marks don't translate very well. So even though technically the word resume without the accents is resume, you do have to replace the accented E's with just regular E's to be sure that it holds its formatting. So let's do that now. This is for email, so okay. Now I'm going to File, Save it, and I'm going to remove the word wrapping again. Okay, File, Save. Okay, now your new ASCII resume, the resume, and your ASCII cover letter will be universally readable no matter what computer system the recipient uses. You'll also be able to easily manipulate it for entry into applicant tracking systems, eliminating the inherent difficulties of scanning and converting your paper resume with OCR systems. So now let's quickly run through how you'll use these different file formats. Let's talk about email first. Okay. My recommendation is to actually attach the MS Word or Adobe PDF file to the email in its native file format. Then you would also copy and paste the text of your ASCII text resume into the body of your email, where you would normally type a message, along with a letter of introduction or other note explaining why you're sending the resume. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, so I've pulled up an email here, and subject you type whatever. Okay. Now you would take your cover letter and you can copy and paste it into the body of the email, okay. And of course you'd change all of this to whoever you're sending it to. Okay. Whoops. Microsoft Word likes to do that, add the accents back in. So make sure to remove them. Okay, and now you do the same with the resume. So edit, select all, copy. Now go back to the email. Okay, so now you can see we have the resume with a cover letter followed by the resume underneath it in plain text format. And now we're going to attach the file as a Microsoft Word document. So desktop, and now we're going to attach it as a Microsoft Word document, and also attach the PDF file, a version of it. Now you can see them both attached, Microsoft Word and PDF, and then you would of course send this. Now the other way that you can use your ASCII text resume is on the internet when you're applying for jobs directly through some web-based form. What I've done is I've pulled up two that would show the most common types of forms that you might come across. So this one, there is not a place to paste the text version of your resume. However, this is one of the ones where you can browse and attach a resume. Now if you see a place where you can browse and attach a resume, you should, in most cases, unless you're told otherwise, you should attach, let's see, you should attach the Microsoft Word version of your resume. Okay, so we've done that. You type your little message in here, you type your name, email address, telephone, of course, the office, and in the comments section you can copy and paste your cover letter. There you go. Okay, and then of course you would send it. Okay. Now the other one that you'd come across is one like this. And in this case there's a place to both attach your resume but also to type or paste your resume into the body of the email. So again, where it asks you to attach it, you attach the Microsoft Word version. But where it tells you to type or paste it in, you would use the text version. So I'm going to do that right now. So again, selected all of it, copy, and paste it in there, just like that. Okay, and the same thing with the cover letter. And then you just apply for jobs, send it on. It really is that simple. Okay, so there's no denying that the internet has caused what was once a straightforward process to become complex and confusing to many job hunters. Yet the benefits far outweigh the negatives. Like never before as a job seeker, you have immediate access to announcement and advertisements of openings around the globe. You have the ability to conduct detailed research on companies of interest, and you have unprecedented opportunity to cost effectively promote your qualifications to hundreds or even thousands of hiring authorities at just a tiny fraction of the cost of doing so through traditional methods. While the new skills you must learn may seem daunting at first, by understanding the concepts and creating your electronic resumes, you're well on your way to an efficient, effective internet job search. Thank you for watching this video presentation. I'm Michelle Dumas, the founder and executive director of Distinctive Career Services LLC, the internet's premier resume writing and career marketing specialist. Since 1996, I have helped literally thousands of professionals, managers, executives, and emerging executives create personal marketing campaigns that win jobs and marshal challenging career changes. If you could use an extraordinary competitive edge in the job market, we'd be happy to help you. You can learn more about my company and my services on one of our websites, www.distinctiveweb.com or www.100kcareermarketing.com. Thank you.